Hello everyone, welcome to SFC Markets and Finance. Chinese President Xi Jinping on Wednesday called on people from all walks of life in both China and the United States to have more contacts and exchanges, continue to build a consensus, enhance trust, steer clear of disruptions, and deepen mutually beneficial cooperation. President Xi made the remarks during his meeting with representatives from American businesses, strategic and academic communities in Beijing. What messages does the meeting send? And in light of China's increasing openness, what's the future of the U.S.-China economic and trade relations will be like? Joining us today is U.S. senior economist David Blair. Welcome, Mr. Blair.
Well, I was very glad to see the meeting. That's a sign that China is doing its best to maintain a peaceful world and trying to maintain good relations with the U.S. I think it's a very good sign. It's good to have these business leaders that know more about China, although probably my guess is a lot of them have some experience in China. I saw the video of the meeting. I didn't recognize everybody. I noticed Graham Adelson was there. And I think opposing the idea that there's a Thucydides trap between the U.S. and China is a very good thing. And also I know the Chinese government is offering easy visas and also I think some scholarships for young Americans to come to China. And I think that sort of people-to-people relationship is very important because the American press has become very propagandistic. Basically the mainstream media is just repeats whatever the government's telling them to say. And it's real people having real experience and seeing what life is like in China. That's a very good thing. So I think on net it's a good thing. I think there's going to continue to be economic struggles in the future for a number of reasons, but I'm hoping we have a new administration next year and they'll be more economically oriented. And if you're economically oriented, you can find a deal. It may be hard negotiations, but there is a deal there where both people can be better off. So I'm hoping that happens. I think that we're entering a new era in trade where I think we're going to move away from sort of the rules-based systems to a more sort of negotiated trade. The problem with the rules-based systems is that they are so intrusive on domestic politics and domestic economics. So I think it's better just to reach an agreement on what the trade is and move forward rather than try to rely entirely on sort of rules-based systems, which are almost impossible to enforce and impossible to even measure. So I think we're moving to a new kind of trade, and I think it'll be a easier, less conflicted, and more beneficial kind of trade, I think.
The opening plenary of the Boao Forum for Asia Annual Conference 2024 took place in South China's Hainan province on March 28th, where several regional and world leaders also commented China's approach of openness, peace, and development. The Boao Forum is of great significance. It not only connects Asia but also the world, and China provides an important platform for the world to jointly solve challenges. Let's listen to what esteemed guests at the Boao Forum have to share.
This 6th anniversary is very important and will have a very important year with a lot of initiative. We hope to welcome the Chinese president in France, maybe in spring. And we hope that the French president can come to China in the autumn. And we have a lot of initiative in culture and in tourism. And tourism is very important because we have to know better the civilization of the other. Because our civilization, our language, our culture, our political system are different. But we need to improve our understanding of each other. So I hope that this year will be a beautiful year of improving our relationship. I think that innovation is necessary because we have a lot of challenges, ecological challenges, climate change, big data, and we have a lot of change to prepare, and we have to be confident in youth for innovation and so on.
Of course, there are many factors of what influence in global economy. For example, high level of instability is the main factors of what influence in the GDP growth or growth in economy. And unfortunately, these factors will be safe in the future, because we have some problems with transportation, with sanction, with conflict in the middle of Europe, in the middle and east, something like this. This is the main factor what will be influence in the growth of economy. And what about prospect? If we more activity to solve some problems with global inflation, for example, because we have a higher level of inflation now global. Maybe in the last year it was the highest level of inflation in 3 decades. It was probably near 6 or 7%. It's very big. And what about international cooperation? Maybe international cooperation is a way for economic growth, because we are searching new project, we are searching new perspective for our joint cooperation. For example, Belarus with China, Belarus with Russia, something like this. And this is for us, for our country, it's a really opportunity to rise more faster. China is our second partners. Russia is the first our partners, and we have good results. In last year, our joint turnover was near almost $8 billion. For us, it's a very good result, and we have big rise of investment from China in our country. And now we are preparing document, program, strategic document, Belarus-China 2030. In this document will be some guidelines, strategic guidelines in the in field, for example, medicine, industry, something like this. And this plan have concrete plans, concrete ways, steps, what we should do, and what kind of result will be with our cooperation.
Thank you.
Yes, it's maybe my opinion. It's a main factor what influence significantly in the rise of global economy, but we have now problems. What should we do with employee? Because in some thinking, 60% of higher education jobs or connect now with AE. And when AE start working, what we should do with these guys, we don't know. It's require for us to open new skills, maybe new qualification of these people, and they need employee, maybe in the share social, maybe something like this.
That's all for today's show. Thank you for watching. See you.